Hi folks, Simon here. Welcome back to the channel. Another tutorial guide for you today for Final Fantasy IX. I'm going to be showing you how you can go ahead and get the Bloodlust Trophy. This is the PS4 version of the game, the Bloodlust Trophy, which requires you to defeat 10,000 enemies. It's a nightmare trophy to get if you're on the route to the Platinum. I'm going to show you how you can get this in auto mode. Now, if you're using a turbo controller, which I am not, I'm just using the standard DualShock controller, then you can actually use the same area I'm going to be showing you here to get this trophy, but without needing to run the script or anything that we're going to be setting up. You can just set your controller into turbo mode for the same effect. But assume you don't have a turbo controller, as I don't, then this is the routine you're going to need to run through, and it does take a little bit of setup. By the way, I've also done a similar video on how you can get the Hail to the King trophy. That's this one here, doing the skipping rope minigame, which is a complete nightmare, and you have to get 1,000 successful jumps in that particular minigame for that trophy. I'll leave a link to that in the description. But as you can see, that trophy, despite being ultra rare, has 1.8% of players actually having achieved it, whereas the Bloodlust Trophy that we're going to be working on for today is even rarer at 1.3% achievement success rate, and that's because it's such a massive grind. It really is. I'll tell you what, Final Fantasy IX's trophies, pretty darn cruel, I'll be honest with you. Okay, so first of all then, we're going to need to make our way through the game, the start of the game, to this location. Now, this is in the Evil Forest. Don't worry about the fact that it says I've been playing for 4 hours and 45 minutes. We've been streaming the game live. I've been messing about, piddling about with things. You can get to this point of the game within about an hour if you stick turbo speed on and start from the very beginning. So if you don't have a save file here, then you can probably make one. Trust me, it's going to be a lot faster than trying to grind out 10,000 enemies manually. So this is in the Evil Forest, just before the Plant Brain boss, and you will have a party of Steiner, Zidane, and Vivi. And what we're going to do, just a bit of an advice, little tip thing for you here. You might want to just set some of the settings here, such as battle speed up to fast, because that's just going to get us through battles faster, even on auto mode. So it's going to take less time for the trophy to pop, and I don't think it makes any difference. But one thing that you might want to do is put the skip battle camera to on. I don't know what it does in terms of speed increase, but it's probably worth doing. Right then, okay, so we're going to leave Zidane just standing there for a moment. I do recommend that if you're playing through the game and you come to this point and you don't want to farm for this trophy at that particular moment, that you do just make a backup save at this location so you can come back to it later on when you're ready to do so. Okay, so what we're going to do now, to switch over to my desktop, we're going to head over to some websites to download some software. Now, all of this is free software. You are going to need a computer, of course, to do this, and you are going to need a computer that's running Windows 10, I believe, even though PS4 Remote Play runs on Mac. Some of the other software we're downloading, I don't believe does, sadly, so you will need Windows 10 for this. Now, to download, download PS4 Remote Play, just go to this link. I'll leave all these links in the description, and then choose the link here for Windows PC in the centre of the screen. And once you've got that, you're going to want to head over to Autohotkey.com, and you're going to download this program. It's a very small program. Just hit the download button and then choose the download current version. That's what I did. And then over here we have this other little app. I believe it's pronounced Skite. That's what I'm going to call it anyway. Skite for Autohotkey. And just choose the installer link here. So download and install all three of those programs. And when you've done that, we're going to open up... Actually, before we open up PS4 Remote Play, we're going to create a script. And the purpose of this script is so that we can be hitting the confirm button on the controller to get through the end of the battle screen. And that's going to allow us then to, automatically keep the farm going as we sleep or do whatever we're doing in real life. But as I say, if you've got a turbo controller, you don't need to do this scripting thing or even the remote play stuff. Okay, so this is the script you're going to need. I will copy this script into the description so you can copy and paste it from there. I'm just going to copy it from this file here. And this was based on Q-Tip script, who made the script for the Hail to the King auto farm. That's the 1,000 jumps, which was an awesome script, by the way. So I guess kudos to Q-Tip. Right, so with that copied, what we're going to do is select New File. And we're going to create a new Autohotkey script. As long as we've got those apps installed that you've downloaded, then this will be an option for you. we can name this whatever we want. Let's just call it Bloodlust Farm. And we're going to right click on that and select Edit Script. And then Control A for Select All. And as long as you copied the script text from the description of this video, then Control V in order to paste it into place here. And then we're going to save it. So the script is pretty much ready to go. We don't need this backup file. Okay, so with that done, we're going to go ahead and open PS4 Remote Play. We're not going to run this script just yet. We're just going to keep it in the background for now. Okay, so seeing as how I've got my controller already turned on because it's connected to the PS4, I'm just going to go ahead and turn it off. So I'll just go to Sound Devices, Turn Off Device. Incidentally, you will need your PS4 set as the primary PS4 for this to work. Okay, so controller's turned off. That means we can go ahead and plug this into the computer using a USB cable. And that should be detected by the remote play. Yes, it then tells us we need to press the options button to continue. And it can take a minute or two just to be discovered here. There we go. If that's your first time running remote play, by the way, you might have to go ahead and just log in to remote play using your PlayStation Network credentials. Okay. Right, so this is remote play then. I'll just minimise that for the time being. We've got our script open. We now need to go ahead and make our way over to the area where we're going to be farming from. So I'll just switch over to the main PS4 window here. So let's just go ahead and stick safe travel and high speed mode on for now. Because I'm going to advise you on some setup here which is going to make your farm far more competitive. Well, in the sense that you're going to get a lot more enemies killed in a shorter amount of time. Sadly, this is not one of those cutscenes you can skip. Right, so the boss fight itself is going to be very easy. We're not playing the game properly here, of course. We're just setting the farm up, so we'll stick all of the battle enhancement stuff on. But here's my first point of advice, and that is in terms of making the farm more efficient. And that is, you're going to want to kill your other party members. And I'll explain why in a moment. So we're just going to stick battle assistant so we don't die, because that'll keep us at full health. And the max damage abilities active, or battle enhancements active. And we're going to kill Vivi, sorry Vivi, and Steiner. Vivi won't be able to do that, so Steiner can kill himself. Now you'll see that because we've got the battle enhancement on, we had to go through all the trance animations. That's why we're killing our party members. Okay? By killing our party members, we'll reduce the trance animation time during the farm. Which is just going to mean we're going to kill more enemies. So let's go ahead and start attacking the boss. It might take a few attacks because of the fact we've got darkness on us. Okay, there we go. Oh, dear. Right then, okay, so let's just speed through the dialogue here. The next thing we're going to do, once we've got control, is spam the menu button. We want to open the menu before we enter battle. Now, we're going to enter battle repeatedly here, which is how we can farm the enemies for as long as we want. Just make sure you use an eye drops or remedy to remove the darkness from Zidane. Otherwise, he's going to be missing a lot, and we don't want that. And then we're going to let the first enemy battle us. Now, the first thing we're going to do once we've entered battle is enable auto battle, and you do that just by tapping the R2 button on the controller. There we go. And now we can't die, and we'll do max damage because of all those battle enhancement cheats. But you see, we come to a brick road here, a brick wall rather, when we get to the experience screen because we can't advance automatically. Well, this is where either your turbo controller comes in, and you can just, you know, keep pressing the confirm button with that. Or we can use this script that we've gone ahead and set up. So let's go back to the desktop for a moment. What we're going to do is with our script here, we're going to go to Tools and select Run. And now with the script running, we're going to make sure that the remote play window is the active window, so we've clicked it, and then we're going to hit the letter A on the keyboard. And that's it. I've now got no hands on the controller whatsoever, as you can see. and the game is going to play itself for us. So with only Zidane alive, we'll only have to go through his trance animation in each battle, which over the course of, 10, 12 hours or however long it takes for the trophy to pop, is going to be a big deal. It's going to save us a lot of time. And the script is going to take care of getting us through the victory screen there with the experience and AP rewards. Now, obviously, you can't really use your computer while you're doing this, so you're going to want to set this up so that you can, do it at a time when you're able to go AFK, when you're sleeping overnight, when you're going out for the day, whatever the case may be. The good news is, because we've got all these battle enhancements set up, we literally cannot die. Even though Vivi and Steiner are already dead, it doesn't make any difference. Now, there's one more thing I just want to mention to you, and that is, after you've gone to sleep for 8 hours or however longer you've been out for the day, you're inevitably going to want to see if you've actually got the trophy. And it can take us, to say, about 17 hours to do this if you're doing it from scratch. But obviously there's no way right now to see if we've got it. There's nothing on the screen telling us. So what we need to do is, because we don't want to interrupt this farm in case we haven't got it, we want to keep the game open. First of all, we're going to cancel the script by tapping the escape button on the keyboard. Okay, that just gives us an exit code there, so we know we've done that. And then what we're going to do is actually close out of the software we've got open. So we're going to close out of Skype for Autohotkey. And we're going to tap the home button on the PS4 controller. But in my experience, the Autohotkey software seems to interfere once the script has run with the commands of the PS4 controller. So this doesn't always work. If it doesn't, don't worry, there's a workaround. We're going to head down here. And it did work for me this time. Don't be deceived by the top trophy earned. You might have got the Bloodlust Trophy, but if you haven't accessed the progress tab here, it might not have updated the top trophy earned. So always just go into that progress bar to see if Bloodlust has been earned. Since I've been running this script for about 5 minutes, unsurprisingly, I don't yet have it. So I need to just restart the script once I've shown you this. Now, I mentioned that sometimes the software can interfere with the PS4 controller even after you've closed it. If that's the case, all you need to do with the other software closed is go ahead and close the PS4 Remote Play and then open that again. The reason why you can still hear the PS4, even though it's not open in Remote Play, is because of the fact that I've got the Elgato software running. Try and get that open. No, just hadn't clicked it right. Okay. And then it's just a case of starting the script up once more. So while that's loading, we'll get that open. So we'll go to Edit Script. You can run this without opening the file, but I like to see what's happened, that I've, cancelled it when I've cancelled it and things of that nature. I like to see the log. So we'll click Run. And then we'll go back into the game and select A. And then we'll carry on with the farm until we've got the trophy or until we want to check again. And that's pretty much all there is to it then, guys. So hopefully the video's helped you. If it has, don't forget to drop a like. You might want to stay tuned to the channel. I've got a whole bunch of Final Fantasy content out there for you already. But also, we are currently live streaming Final Fantasy 9, so if you want to stop by and say hello, that'd be awesome. We do have some funny conversations in stream chat. They are worth checking out. But apart from that, that's pretty much it for me for today, guys. So have a wonderful rest of the day, and I'll see you next time. Oh, didn't mean to knock the mic there. Take care. Goodbye.
Sounds like you're having fun.